Okay, class, now we consider radical function. Okay, so before this we consider a polynomial function and also quadratic function. So now we consider radical function. What is the radical function? So fx equals gx, set gx power of 2. This one is a radical function where gx equals greater than or equals 0. Okay, so for example, if you have fx equals zx, or this one fx equals x plus 1 power of 1 over 3, or like this. This one is radical function. Okay, so you need to know how to, what the types of graph and how to sketch the graph, and also how to determine the domain and range for the radical function. Okay, so for example here you need to find the domain and range of the following function. So if you have fx equals zx here, so by using algebraic approach, you should know that fx is defined only for x greater than or equals 0. For z here, kat dalam ni yang paling minimum adalah 0. So this is the minimum value for x. So start from 0 until infinity. Okay, if you have set negative here, you will get compact roots. So we do not consider compact roots here. We just consider real number. Okay. So based on this, if fx is defined for x greater than or equals 0, so you can write that the domain of the function is start from 0 until infinity. Means here we have a square bracket here, so we consider that x 0 is included. Okay, so for range here, okay, so we start with x equals 0 here. When you put x equals 0, you will get y equals 0. When you put x equals 4, you will get y equals 2. And then when you put x equals 16, you will get 4, right? So it starts from 0 until infinity. In between 0 and 4, there are values, but we just consider the number that you can use, or you can include in, you can put into the square root, so you got integer. Okay, so or you can let x as a subject here. Okay, this one we use a table to determine the range, or you also can use algebraic operation here by letting x as a subject here. So we have y equals zx. In order to get x as a subject, you need to take square on the both side, right? So you will get y squared equals x. So x equals y squared. Okay, so you should know what's the value for y. Okay, so when x equals 0, the smallest number for x is 0, so it can start from 0. So 0 squared is 0. Therefore, y can be any number that is greater than or equals 0. So range of f is start from 0 until infinity. Okay, by using graphical approach, this is the graph for the y equals zx, or x equals y squared. So it start from 0 here. Okay, if you have x equal y squared here, dia akan jadi open to the right, open to the right. So this one, because of the set, it's only valid for y greater than 0. Okay, so based on the graph here, you will get domain, the value for x is start from 0 until infinity, and range also start from 0 until infinity. How do we get this graph actually? Okay, so when x equals 0, when x equals 0, y equals 0, right? When x equals 1, okay, we put x equals 4 right before this. So when x equals 4 here, let's say this one is 4, you got 2 here. When x equals 16, you got 4. So x 0, 0, 4 is why at 16 you got 4. That is why the graph is like this. Okay. So next, okay, so I stop here for this example.